What's good, y'all? Welcome to the latest episode of Welcome 90, brought to you by no one, because we don't got no sources yet. We ain't making no money. But, as always, this is your host, Yogi. Joining me is a guy, that team that always finds a way how to draw 1-1 no matter what, Mr. Kyle Carr. What's going on, my guy?
You know, it's kind of nice when you just know the outcome of a match before it even starts. It is kind of nice. It's great. It's great. You always know, no matter what happens, this is going to end 1-1. And it's great when it happens after the 70th minute. Gotta love it.
It hits you differently.
What jersey you rocking tonight, my guy? What jersey you rocking?
I got Eau Claire Bateau FC. So over in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, my city of my alma mater, over in the WPASL, so the Wisconsin Premier Amateur Soccer League. They're champions too. So shout out to them.
A lot of letters.
Yeah,
gotta make it all work.
I did not understand. But also joining me is the voice of NWSL that doesn't want to pay her, the woman who tells the Currys to do their goddamn job. Mr. Ebony. I said Mr. Mrs. Ebony.
Wow.
I know, I messed it all up. I started here.
Got called out for not respecting women, and here you go.
Right. Got called out for not respecting them. Damn. Cancel me. I'm done.
You're rattled. You're rattled.
Oh, take me out, coach. Take me out. What's good, Eb? How are you, homie?
Good. Just chilling, just
living your best
contemplating life, trying. They just won't let me be great. Great.
Bro, I woke up this morning, I was just like, it's Thursday, man. It's payday. They about to get straight. I popped on Twitter right before my first period of class. Next thing I know, NWSL, meltdown. I'm like, what is this?
Bro, I woke up at 7:15 to 2 text messages. One saying, holy shit, and one being the article. And I was like at 7:15. I legit puked after reading that article because holy shit.
I was just up with my kid, and all of a sudden I just scroll through Twitter. I just see Meg Linehan post an article. I'm just like, oh, this doesn't look good. And then I just click on the quote tweets. I was like, oh no. And I read it. I was like,
I don't know.
Well, that ruined my Thursday.
But when Meg Linehan drops an article, I automatically know it's going to be messy. I don't care what it is. I know it's going to be messy.
Is that a shout out to Meg Linehan?
It is.
I mean, damn good writer.
She thorough. She ain't pulling no punches.
We could go with it. All right.
But yeah, that was my Thursday was ruined at 7 a.m. It was great.
Same. That's just what I've been dealing with all goddamn day, all day, and I still don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I know how I feel. I just don't know how to process it all.
Look, Lisa just needs to resign. That's my start. That is my finish. That is my.
That's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum.
That's got to happen, period. And then Steve's got to sell the team.
Yeah.
Which Steve at this point?
All the Steves. I don't know.
Apparently not the DC United one. Because he's over here taking pictures in front of the Sell the Team Steve banner at DC United matches.
It's pretty cool, I think. But yeah, man, if you want to know more about the NWSL stuff, hit Ebony up on the socials. She'll talk to you about it. Or read Meg Linehan's article. Support things like that. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna start talking about USL League One in a topsy-turvy week. There's been a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Richmond Kickers win in the 93rd minute. Union Omaha gets called for a goal that was offsides, that we clean on sides for. Forward Madison draws 1-1. North Carolina FC plays a 15-year-old at goal. They still lose 1-0. This league is all over the place. And it's been over the place for a while.
Hey, you leave Nick Holiday out of this. He's just a wee lad.
Isn't he supposed to be getting ready for 9th grade?
Excuse you, he's going into high school.
Ninth,
I guess ninth grade. Ninth grade
He's getting
is
his
high
permit.
school.
He's getting his learner's permit right now. All right.
Look, he's just out here thriving, trying to survive.
Right.
But of course, leave it at Forward Madison. Every other USL League One match was 1-0, and Forward Madison just had to fuck it up and allow a late goal to make a 1-1. Leave it.
Hold on, because I want to talk about that North Carolina FC game because it wasn't Nick Holliday's fault. He actually played really well. That goal was just literally because Max Flick did not step properly. And the guy just opened up his hip, got it to his foot, and just rifled it.
Oh yeah, there was nothing the goalkeeper could do to save.
No, nothing at all.
Nothing to do.
But also, that ref was so shit. I was appalled. And you know how I like to really go in on my team. They deserve it. This one, they played like shit, but the ref didn't help them. It was so bad.
Wait, you're telling me USL League One referees did not do a good job?
I know, right? Hold on. Just hold it in your heart for a second. But
welcome, Unit Omaha fans, to this week's edition of You Got Fucked Over.
Yeah, that one.
It's just that time, dog. I couldn't even be mad at it, yo, because when I saw the picture and I watched the game, I was like, bro, how you call that offside and you looking right at it? Like,
there's no way.
Like, there's fuck ups, and then there's I don't even understand how you can fuck that up. It kind of reminded me. It's just like you could not get that wrong. I could get that right. My 2-year-old child can get that right.
Mm-mm.
Bro, my wife who don't understand offside can get that right.
Like, there was no explanation for how you did that. How? And y'all know I don't watch League One. And I saw that shit. And I was like, hold on. What the fuck?
Well, I got home because that match was happening at the same time as the Forward Madison match. So I got home, checked my phone, and all of a sudden I'm just seeing a bunch of pissed off Omaha fans. And at first I was like, well, you lost. Okay, why are you so pissed off? Okay, you lost 1-0. Deal with it. And then I saw some of the screenshots they're sending. I was like, ooh, yeah, I'd be pissed too. All right. Valid anger.
Yeah. And what is the game at not their new stadium, but they played it in downtown Omaha, which by the way, it looks dope. It looks
I think it played at like Creighton University. They played some college university, which I don't know.
Morrison Stadium?
Yeah, Morrison. Yeah.
They look nice. They should play more games there. I understand that because the team owns the minor league baseball, it's probably cheaper to just keep it at one place, but they should keep playing matches there.
Yeah, it looks dope. Talk about some of these other results. Richmond 1-0 over Toronto FC. I just want to say I had no faith that we were going to win this game. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I tweeted it out there we can win 3-0. And right around the 75th minute, I was like, all right, it's going to be a draw. I've been preparing myself for it. Next thing I know.
Hold on. It was Daniel Chesky. That was your ref? Oh. Okay. Left it late. That makes sense with a Chesky match. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, you know. Hey, look, that's all I got to say about that. Also, I think Emmy is going to be the Golden Boot winner. And Akira has a decent shot at Keeper of the Year. I know you got Nuhu out of Union and you got Chattanooga's goalkeeper as well, but we'll see. Other results, you got Chattanooga who gave up a late lead to New England Revolution 2.
Hold on.
That was shocking.
What is going on in New England?
I really think they're bringing down the MLS players. Like, I
just
really
want to know.
think they are bringing out MLS
But
players.
it's both teams.
Chattanooga got a taste of their own medicine.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. Because how you let someone go coast to coast?
That late in your place.
There is something happening in New England with their soccer for both the MLS squad and the Rev 2 squad, because Rev 2 is sitting in 5th.
Maybe Bob Kraft remembered he had a team.
I mean, he was at the Revs game the other night. Like, I don't understand.
So this is the thing about New England right now, and I had the playoff odds pulled up. Literally, only thing they have to do to lock in a playoff spot is win like one more game. Really, and they kind of got to lock this spot playoff. But they have a 26% chance now where they have to go undefeated and win 6 games in a row. But they have a 26% chance of being the number 1 seed. It's more likely to be the number 2 seed, but there's a chance, and that's weird. It's like you lose Brady, and then all of a sudden New England is like, well, let's play soccer, guys. Patriots suck.
They're just inconsistent. I mean, it's weird because before their 2 wins back-to-back, they had lost 4-1 to North Carolina, drew to Tormenta, lost to Tucson. And I was like, okay, maybe this team is just not – they're just an inconsistent 2 team like everything else. There's no indication that we were going to see them rattle off these 2 wins. But with this league, anyone can win on any given day except Forward Madison.
And this is how the rest of the schedule goes on. We're going to talk about, teams' upcoming schedules left, because I think majority of teams, outside of like 2 or 3, has 6 games left. They got Forward Madison, Toronto, Forward Madison again, Greenville, North Texas, and Toronto. Like, I mean, they're going to get in. It's just about, do you think there's going to be a home playoff game, or do you think they're going to be on the road?
I'd still lean towards them being on the road, just because Tucson is probably the hottest team in the league. Mm-hmm. Greenville is still ahead of them, and I would have to double-check Greenville's schedule, but you can't doubt Greenville. I mean, they might be able to.
Greenville's schedule.
Their schedule is a little tougher than I thought.
Greenville has Fort Lauderdale, Union. So Fort Lauderdale at home, Union away, New England at home, NCFC away.
Okay, that's not as cupcake as I thought it would be. I'd still put them at the odds of getting it, and then North Texas. Who knows what North Texas you're going to get?
Look,
if Forward Madison ever remembers how to play 90 minutes, maybe they'll sneak it. I would say they won't get a home playoff game, but they'll probably get a 6 seed.
I need Greenville to not. I'm so close to my.
Oh yeah, yo, hey, Greenville coming for you. Greenville coming for you. I just want you to know this.
All right, Gino.
I'm just saying, if Revs were to win their remaining game, if Revs were to win out, Forward Madison and Richmond went out, and Greenville didn't, someone's going to be sending out.
Hey, man. It's going to be crazy, yo. It's going to be crazy.
They called me crazy at the beginning of the year.
They called you a madman.
But all of a sudden, they were sitting in 8th.
Hey, Loki, hey, that's true. Hey, Loki, that is true. Because then they was sitting in 8th, all of them was just like, bro, she going to be right? Is he about to call this?
They were looking suspect, and they still looking suspect with them 2 draws. Just saying. Where, can somebody tell me where Mario's Lomas? His name is Lomas. Can someone tell me where he's at in these scoring drought? Not on the board.
Well, he didn't start. He didn't start this past weekend.
No, he didn't.
It's almost like your attack lives and dies with how well Mario Lomas is putting him in the back of the net. And all of a sudden, you with 2 draws and a loss. And
well, he hasn't been scoring up to that point anyway. Like, he started out the year high. He started out the year hot, and it's kind of like coincides when he stopped scoring, the team just kind of dipped off. So yeah, that is interesting.
I know the Mario Lomas effect. It hurt me for 2 years.
Okay, Usher. Just the R&B love songs. All right. Oh, so yeah, Kyle, you already talked about it. We got the 1-1 draw. We all in Greenville. What, dude? I gotta ask, man. Even though I hate y'all team, what is with y'all in draws? Like, y'all live and die by the draw.
So Forward Madison has 11 draws this season, which is now a new record, I believe. For
Holy
season.
Shit!
7 of the draws have been 1-1. 5 of the draws, the opposing team has scored in the 100th minute, 86th minute, 90th minute, 89th minute, 79th minute.
You would think that 100th minute is overtime, but it's not.
It
was real. It was a real game.
Yep, that was great USL reffing in a nutshell. And let's see, the other 3 were 2-2 draws, which one of them was a late shit show, and then there was the 0-0 Henny Derby. Basically, this team cannot play a full 90 minutes. I don't know why that is. And with most of these draws, they've given up the goal. So it just shows me that they score sometime in the first half or sometime early. And then they get to the second half and then they bunker down and they just let the other team have all the possession. And they let the other team attack. And eventually that's not going to work. And this time, the goal that they allowed, the center back decided instead of just yeeting the ball upfield and clearing it, he tried yeeting it back to the keeper who could not control it well enough, and McLean was right there to get a goal. Just stupid individual mistakes. Carl Craig even said it after the match. He's like, there's always some stupid decision or mental lapse, whether it's from the referee or our own players. But yeah, they just can't go a full 90 minutes. I don't know.
He had to put the referee in that. That was y'all.
Oh, no, this time it was us. But the North Texas and the Fort Lauderdale, especially the Fort Lauderdale, I don't know about those.
That one was the ref, yeah.
No, this recent one, that was Greenville constantly attacking over and over. And it happened. It's just they get the goal and they cannot seem to get a second one. And even when they do get a second one, it's not enough. So that's pretty much what's happening with them.
Yeah. Moving on to the next game, we got Union. Well, we talked about Union Omaha with FC Tucson. Instead of talking about Union Omaha and how things went, let's talk about FC Tucson. This team has completely flipped it around. Like, is any team that is stock is hot right now, it is them. Like, has not lost in their last 7. They've beaten teams like Greenville. They drew in North Texas. Actually, picked up 4 points up at Greenville. Got a win against Union Omaha. The last part of their schedule, they got 3 straight games at home against North Texas, North Carolina, South Georgia. They go on the road to Forward Madison and then close out against Richmond. If there's any team that's hot enough to make a strong push into the playoffs, man, it's got to be FC Tucson. And I don't know, guys, call me crazy if you want to, but is there a possibility where FC Tucson can maybe get a 1-2 seed? And
No.
do you think that's FC Tucson coach can be coach of the year?
There's too much of a gap from Chattanooga. They're 7 points off Chattanooga, and they have played the same amount of matches. They're 5 points off Omaha, and Omaha have 2 games in hand on them. Tucson's playing really, really well. Tucson I think they'll probably get a home playoff game, but I don't think they're going to get top 2. I think there's too large of a gap with too few
Omaha
games
has
left.
to do a lot of things wrong. Omaha has to do a lot of things wrong, and Tucson has to do a lot of things right for them to get a 2 seed. They're not catching Chatta, but I agree. They'll definitely make the playoffs.
So the magic point for them is 6 points. They pick up 6 points, they're in. You know, and you gotta say you kind of like their chances. They got North Texas, and then they have North Carolina. I'll definitely be rooting for North Texas, and then I'll be rooting for North Carolina. But I mean, hey, it's there for the picking. They're definitely the hottest team. Definitely, what was it? Charlie Dennis, Kyle. I think he heard you. He's definitely picked it up.
He got a penalty when he should not have gotten a penalty. The ref should have just let that go and been a goal for the other guy, but whatever. Fine.
Oh, yeah,
Make me look bad.
The 3-3 was a Dennis hat trick, right?
That too. That match was wild. That was one of the most entertaining matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was wild. And in the game to close out the weekend, I'm sorry I have to do this again. North Carolina lost to North Texas. Let's talk about the North Texas perspective. If North Texas is going to do this again, guys, like, are they going to find their way into the playoffs and knock everyone off and win the USL League One title? Excuse me.
I don't know.
Because right now, this is the thing. The magic number of points they need to get is really like either 2 wins, 4 draws, and 1 loss, or 3 wins, 1 draw, and 3 losses. They get that, they're in. Now, there's still a weird possibility in North Texas, and I hate to say it, but they're probably the only team that can win 7 games in a row and clinch the number 1 seed. They've proven before.
Well, what's the rest of their schedule look like?
I actually have that. So they'll go to Tucson. Then they have Richmond at home, go to Fort Lauderdale, Revs 2 at home, Omaha at home to end it. Like, I just don't understand this team because there are times where they look like world beaters and they're just thrashing teams left and right.
There are times when they channel their inner Peppy. I don't know. Do they do it though? Like, realistically, do you think that they could realistically get any points out of Revs or Union?
Yes.
Yes.
They can. Yeah.
Yes.
They can beat Revs because Revs are just as inconsistent as North Texas. And they've constantly been battling with Omaha. I think they've drawn both of their matches they've played. So far, every match they played, they've gotten a draw.
Yeah.
Is 1 point enough off of that, though? Because they're going to play Tucson. That's going to be a tough battle for them.
It'll be at home, too.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll get some of the MLS dudes down.
No, that Tucson match is away.
Oh, you're talking Tucson. I was talking the last Omaha match. That's the last match of the season. At home.
The real way to check that is to figure out the MLS schedule.
But no, they can get points off of Revs and Omaha. Yeah, they can win all these games. They can lose all these games. They can draw all these games. I do not get this team.
I think they could beat FC Tucson. I think Richmond could probably be a draw. Fort Lauderdale they can beat. Revs 2 is probably a draw. And Union more likely is a loss. That's 2 wins, 2 losses. 2 wins, 2 draws, and a loss.
We also don't know what if Omaha goes into that last week. They have already got, say, first place clinched. They might. I don't know. Are they going to go full strength?
Probably.
It depends on how they do against Richmond the week before because we played them the week before.
That's what I'm saying. If Omaha already has the 1 seed locked up, they might just go in like, all right, get some of the other guys some run, make sure we don't risk, or they don't go the full their strongest 11. I don't know.
Yeah.
So are we just excluding Georgia?
No.
Why not?
The thing about South Georgia is they still, I hate to say it, like even though because the thing that's holding them back is the amount of games they played. They played 4, but literally they played Union Omaha. And there's a team that, let's see, in the last,
they get Union Omaha at home, Fort Lauderdale on the road, Tucson on the road, North Carolina at home.
Yeah, and Union's that last. Also, Union Omaha is that last ever home game at that stadium before they move into Tormenton Park next year. So then the last 3 games are on the road. Can they? I don't know, man. I think they lost too many games early, and it hurts them now. They don't have enough catch-up games like other teams do.
But the thing is, with how close this table is, yeah, they can do it. You get a win, you can jump right up to 4th. Like if they win, they jump up to 4th. And because wins are the first tiebreaker,
other teams around them.
Look at the other teams around them. Like they can do it. I don't think they will, but they definitely could do it.
Yeah,
they could make the playoffs.
Yeah, true. So we'll see.
So really, the only one we're excluding is NCFC.
Yeah, because what a loss is. If y'all lose Friday, y'all out. Y'all done.
Homeboy,
are we also gonna? What about Fort Lauderdale?
Mathematically, y'all would be done. We know in your heart of hearts you have already given up on this team.
I think I'm going to rule out Fort Lauderdale as well.
What's Fort Lauderdale?
They got Greenville on the road, Omaha on the road, Tormenta at home, North Texas at home, Toronto on the road.
I'm not willing to rule them out yet. I think there's an upset or 2 in that. I think there's an upset or two in that.
Maybe they beat North Texas at home, but I don't see them going into Greenville and Omaha and beating them.
I mean,
they can. I don't see it.
I mean, the last time they played, they beat Greenville 2-0. I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, that was at home though. This is going to be. I mean, that was in Fort Lauderdale.
I mean, maybe South Georgia.
South Georgia, they could probably get a win. North Texas, they can maybe get a win. And Toronto, I don't know because they have to go into Canada. How many players are going to make it?
How many people have their vaccines?
Well, I mean, that'll also be different.
Step one, how many of them have their vax? Step two, how many of them have a visa to get in?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, also because they're in the MLS club, you don't think they will have that covered?
I don't know. I don't trust that David Beckham ran or like we've seen how much of a shit show Inter Miami is.
All right, that's
like
also
true. I don't know.
That is also very true.
Yeah, I think right now I'm ruling out North Carolina and Fort Lauderdale for the playoffs. Everyone else has a chance.
Well, y'all, that was this past week. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna move into the power rankings. Talk about these. This is a private moves. We're gonna start off with the bottom of the list. No surprise. No. 12? No. No. We're not skipping you. At the bottom of the list is North Carolina. Now we go to 11. Fort Lauderdale. 10, 10, you got Toronto FC. At 9, you got South Georgia Tormenta. 8, you got Richmond. 7, Forward Madison. 6, North Texas. 5, Chattanooga. 4, Revs. 2, 3, Triumph. 2, Union Omaha. Number 1 is FC Tucson. Guys, ladies, any surprises? Anything you would change around in that? Any team that shocks you a little bit?
Nope. Actually, I have no complaints with this.
Honestly, same. I don't have a problem with this list.
I am a big component of if you beat the team, you have the right to leapfrog them. And Revs 2 beat Chattanooga, so they leapfrog them. Tucson beat Omaha and leapfrog them. Forward Madison dropped the ball, and with North Texas winning, that made sense for them to surpass them. Yeah, I have no issue with this power.
Which means this podcast is now over. Thanks, everybody. we agreed with the power rankings, and that is a problem.
We did our job.
Get her done.
I'm kind of shocked. I don't know what to do. I mean, I looked at this beforehand. I'm happy with it.
I can't complain. I can't argue it.
I can't either. It is what it is. It's gonna be fine.
Good job, Nick. Good job, Nick Murray. Way to go.
There you go. Good job. Guys, let's go ahead. We're gonna move into the pick'ems. What we got? Pick'ems. The games that have been put on the pick'em slate. Revs 2 versus Madison. Only one person picked Revs 2. Everyone else would draw.
You got to go with the draw.
Yeah. If nothing else about
one draw.
I know it's going to be a draw. You have Greenville versus Fort Lauderdale. 2 people went for the Triumph. I went draw. FC Tucson versus North Texas. 2 people went FC Tucson. I went draw.
You just didn't want to do the pick'ems this week. That's it.
But look, this is the thing. I lead with the lockdown points, and I lead in overall points. I know
how many
this
games have you picked as a draw? Because I think that's probably why you've done so well.
Well, so remember, any Madison game is either a draw or the other team. So he's always picked draw for you.
That's true.
I have really. Only time I picked no. Yeah,
you picked Richmond in the Henning Derby.
Yeah, that's it. That's the only time I picked Richmond. I went draw. I know this league. I wouldn't be surprised. But let's go ahead. Let's talk about these games this upcoming week. Let's start off with Friday, where we got 4 matches? Kicking off at 4, 5, 7, and 8. It's Friday Night Lights, boys. First of all, let's talk about this Toronto at North Carolina game. How we feeling about it? We watching this or we passing it?
See, I was gonna pass it because I was gonna go to the Courage game, and now I don't even know if I'm doing that. So I might be watching.
Better question is, how many NCFC players are going to be allowed into Canada?
They have a chaperone.
Is the 15-year-old allowed? Is he allowed?
No.
Yes. He's got a work visa.
How can I have a work visa?
FC admits, amongst other things, about child abuse. Okay, cool.
I will maybe catch the first half of this match before the Forward Madison starts after.
I might just have this on the tube while I'm cooling. You know, not gonna be watching this too deep. I mean, this is the thing. North Carolina lose, they're out. Toronto really needs this win desperately because if not, the playoff chances drop.
So it's going to be a draw.
I mean, they have not lost at home since they've been in Canada.
No,
They've played 2 games in Canada.
No, they have played 4. No, wait. They drew Greenville, drew Chattanooga, beat Richmond, drew Forward Madison.
Yep.
And that was all within like a 6-day span?
Yep.
Give or take.
And they got 4 of their last 5 games at home. But the thing about it is they played Revs 2 twice in Fort Lauderdale. So 3, like their last really 4 games ever against MLS 2 sides.
You never know.
I think they're gonna go guns out against y'all, try to get that win, because if not, it's gonna get real tough to notch up a home victory. It's gonna be real tough not a home victory, to get into the playoffs. All right, next game we got at 5 o'clock. Kyle's your boys, Forward Madison. They play against Revs 2 in the home of Rob Kraft and all the strippers. I was surprised they let y'all play in that stadium before Tom Brady comes there.
I don't know how that happened. I honestly am shocked.
Also, this is the only credit I'm going to give Forward Madison admin, where he put up the picture of what's his name? Y'all striker?
Sierkowski?
Yeah, he put him in the Brady jersey. I was like, okay, that's elite Twitter content. That's elite.
Probably the one thing that hasn't dropped off. Anyway.
Damn.
Look, Kyle, you know your team's nickname is FC Meme. If nothing else, y'all pushing out the memes.
Pushing out memes and kits. That's it.
More kits than wins. Let's go.
No wins, just vibes and draws and kits. They have the same amount of kits. True. They have the same amount of kits as wins.
Oh, it's even now?
Goddamn shame.
It is.
Because didn't y'all just put out a kit for renewing? So
does that count?
That counts.
That's a training. Okay, fine. Fuck it. All right, then. Nope, we're back to square one.
All right, Kyle. Let's talk about it, my guy. Yeah, you guys lose this game, man. It gets a little murky.
Honestly, it'll be a different feeling than I'm used to. I don't know what to expect, because on the one hand, I think this Forward Madison team could eke out a win. They could. If they're anything, they are not losing games, which is good. They've only lost 4 games this season, and they've all been on the road. Oh no, 3 of them have been on the road.
Well, this is the other thing too. You guys got a short week coming up, and pretty much you're just going straight down the East Coast because you come to Richmond on Wednesday, and then you guys go back up to Boston on Tuesday, and then you guys come back down to Richmond on Saturday. Them legs, man.
If there is a time for Carl Craig to maybe start playing some other guys, this would be the time. I mean, the midfield itself probably needs to be changed. if Giro and Pato come back, which I think is going to be at some point in the next couple weeks, they should be back before the season ends. They'll definitely be back by the home games. Maybe that's going to be the shot in the arm they need. Until proven otherwise, though, I'm going to say it's a 1-1 draw.
Yeah. Oh, and then I forgot you guys have to go to Union on Wednesday. So it's going to be tough, man.
If there's games, if they want to try and make this playoffs, they got to win at Revs. Like, this is their best chance. Winning these games in Foxborough.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this. The next 4 games, if you guys can come out with 9 points, those playoff chances go up dumb high.
I'd at least feel good about that.
But if
they get 7 points out of the next 4 games, I would feel better.
I mean, but in those 4 games, you play the same team
4 times.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If you get 7 points out of these next 4 games, if you actually, and I already said this on the Forwards Backwards pod, I don't give a shit about the rest 2 games. Just win once in Richmond and get me my fucking Henny Derby trophy, and I'll be good. I don't even care about the rest of the season. If they get the Henny Derby trophy, I'm good. I'm good the rest of the year.
This is what I need. I need that first one to be a Richmond win, so that way the series is tied. And then that last one, I need the guns blazing. Fuck defense.
Do you understand I mean, if we're going to talk about it, we might as well talk about it, because that's about to be like the family reunion that we all wish that our family reunions was. That's going to be a game. That's where I need the competitiveness to come out of everybody in a Forward kit and a Richmond kit. I don't have a Richmond kit yet. So.
You change that on Saturday?
Oh, I got to buy a Richmond kit? Okay. I mean, I want the black one. So, yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm going to say this upcoming match with Revs is going to be a 1-1 draw.
Okay, that's not fair.
Kyle's got no confidence. I mean, it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be very, very interesting, y'all. So, if there's any team to look out for, fans, it's definitely Forward Madison. And I can't believe I just said that shit out of my mouth. Next up, 7 p.m. By this time, the 2 first games will be over. So, you probably open the beers in. It's Friday. It's happy hour. You can watch Greenville and Fort Lauderdale. What we thinking in this game, y'all?
2-1 Greenville wins.
I want to say a draw, but I know it's going to be a Greenville win. But a draw or a loss helps my narrative. So,
you know what, Eb? I'm going to go full in your narrative. I got Fort Lauderdale winning this. And not just winning this. I got to winning this handily.
Damn.
Let's go.
2-0 Fort Lauderdale. I'm telling you, man. Because the only reason why I say this is because Greenville is coming off of two hard-fought games back-to-back. And I'm not saying they aren't a team that can turn it on, play well. They can. I just think Greenville goes into this game with the perspective of, okay, we had 2 tough games. We played 4 tough games overall. We could probably rotate a little bit. It's Friday. Let's get this done, dusted. I think Fort Lauderdale kind of hits on them out. Fort Lauderdale has really been that team that can pull points off of teams and kind of just punch you in the mouth. Hondo, Acosta, Neville, showing to be pretty well players. I think it can happen, man. And I mean, look, we saw it happen before when they played in Fort Lauderdale. It was 2-0 that game. Who's to say it can't happen here again? Like I said, I think Fort Lauderdale has at least 2 big upsets in them, and I think this is one.
That's what I need. I need that confidence. Because I'm just here to stir the pot.
All right. Next game, last game to close it out. The last game in Statesboro Arena for the Birds, the Ibis. South Georgia's Tormenta, 8 p.m. They play Omaha. Guys, what are we thinking in this one?
It's probably going to be a Union win.
2-2 draw.
So
that last game in that stadium.
I'm with you, dog.
Ibis's birthday.
This is my Bob's pick.
I'm just saying. They're still mad. They're still so mad about the refs from last week. They're not focused.
Vibes or chaos?
Actually,
this is my Bob's pick.
This is vibes. I have a different pick for chaos.
Yeah, this is my vibes. This is the game I'm watching. You know, I got one rolled up. I'm gonna let it play. Because also, I guarantee you, yo, Micheletto score. Micheletto score.
It's written in the stars for all this shit to add up. Ibis' birthday, last home game.
If Mickey scores, he gotta take the shirt off. He gotta rip the shirt off. He gotta hit. He gotta go to Cristiano.
He gotta go in the fans.
Don't do Cristiano off the field. Do Cristiano on the field. Yeah. Do that. Oh, but also I need that new stadium to have a statue of Micheletto done. I need that new stadium to have a statue of him. Okay, he's Mr. Mentor.
He's Mr. USL League 1 at this rate.
Pretty much. I don't know why USL League 1 don't pump that man as the face of the league.
Ooh, that might be a good question to ask later on.
What?
Who would you think? Who do you think actually is the face of the league? You can't say Ricardo Pepi.
No. Okay. Yeah, that's something we can talk about later. All right.
We'll save that for the end.
Yeah. All right. Going into Saturday, we got Richmond versus Chattanooga, a game in which Richmond has not beaten Chattanooga in the last 5. Can Richmond keep that streak? Playoff hopes alive in this one, guys? Or can Chattanooga kind of more than put one foot on that one?
I think I don't know. I feel like it's either going to be a chat win on some bullshit devil magic, or it's going to be a 0-0 draw.
So
I feel like this is going to be a neither team wants to lose, so no one's going to score because neither team wants to lose because they know the stakes at this point.
So this is the thing. The last games in this rivalry, well, I would call it a rivalry, in this match have been 2-1. The thing about it is Chattanooga in 3 out of those 4 games has scored a goal, I believe, in 90-plus minutes. So 85-plus, Chattanooga has struggled to win the game.
Yeah, I could just see a late Chattanooga goal being the winner. I think I'm going to lean towards that.
I'm still going to go draw because I feel like the kickers will probably – they're either going to score early or score like either early in the first half or early in the second half, and then Chattanooga's going to do their bullshit and come back.
Yeah.
I feel a draw just because I know Richmond, but also this is going to be the chaos game because I can see a red card coming.
This is a strong contender for chaos.
Yeah, I think
it's not my pick, but it's a strong contender.
This is mine because I can see referee drama. Obleda and Sawaski both are passionate, heated coaches. They've gone at it before. Chattanooga fans have gone at Richmond fans. I mean, Chattanooga players have gone at Richmond. You got the history of last year when they knocked us out of the number 2 seed. And we haven't beat them in 5 straight. This is my chaos pick, man.
This is your chaos pick? Okay.
Oh, the logic makes sense, but
I thought the Tucson, North Texas would be your chaos pick.
That is my chaos pick.
Because that's my chaos.
I can believe
pick.
Let's go ahead. Let's
You
talk about
can't
it.
tell me North Texas and Tucson. These two teams are chaos to a T. This is going to be chaotic. It is late night.
8 times they have played each other, FC Tucson has never won.
Don't matter. This team. This is going to be.
There's going to be 2 red cards. There's going to be 2 red cards, at least 3 goals.
There's going to be a studs up tackle that is not carded. No, there's going to be a studs up tackle that's not going to get any card whatsoever.
Probably so.
North Texas is going to score all the goals and still lose 2-1.
Yeah.
I also got a 2-1 win for Tucson. They're the hottest team in the league.
I'm going North Texas.
They're feeling good. They're feeling good about themselves. Like,
I know
this team's got the confidence.
But I'm going North Texas, man. I think North Texas pull it. I think they pull it.
Yeah, this is gonna be chaotic. I am excited for this one. This is the one where I'm like, it's a Saturday night. I've already watched Great British Bake Off. I've already watched Ted Lasso. I've got my feel good shit. I need something messy.
Did you say rewatched Ted Lasso and the Great British Bake Off?
Oh, I'm gonna watch both of those at some point on Friday or Saturday. Yeah. I need something messy, and this is going to be it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So that's how that all wraps up. It's going to be interesting, y'all. Like, it's going to be interesting. After this weekend, team do you think makes a strong push for that playoff spot, and what team playoffs are kind of not there anymore?
Not there anymore.
Outside of North Carolina, you can't pick them.
Damn it. I also don't think Toronto's are there anymore.
I mean, I've already ruled out Fort Lauderdale, and I've already ruled out North Carolina. And I said Richmond would lose, but I'm not going.
But Richmond still can make up that game.
Right. That's my issue. It's like I guess I would say Fort Lauderdale, but feels like that's cheating because I already kind of ruled them out, but I'm going Fort Lauderdale. Like, they would be the one that it's like, this is it. That's it. It's over. But a team that helps their odds, Tormenta. Because then here's the thing. If they just do what they need to do, they're going to have the least amount of pressure, because then everyone else is going to have to realize we got to win or we got to get these points.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I feel like everyone outside of Tormenta is going to be rooting for you. Omaha. I mean, a team that could really help their odds: Richmond, Forward Madison, Toronto, their odds. A team that could hurt their odds with a lot: Greenville, Tormenta,
Toronto.
big time. Toronto, Richmond, Madison.
Even Chattanooga, because lose that and you're probably not getting the first seed. Like, that is probably it for getting the 1 seed, which maybe that doesn't matter, but
I mean, I don't know. I think they can still make a claim. Because, I mean, once again, they play North Carolina, they got Toronto at home, Greenville, Madison. I mean, this is the thing. They only got one more game at home.
I mean, for this type of team, it doesn't matter. They are chaotic. They're chaotic enough where it doesn't matter if they're home or away. They still get their bullshit 90-minute goal.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting now. It's going to be interesting. All right, y'all. Anything else before we close out? Oh, who's the face of the league? I don't know, because it's hard to say.
That's what I was thinking.
You can say it's Emmy, but Emmy's not on a playoff team.
Because it's also like, okay, what do you consider in the face of the league? Is it the best player? Is it the most known player? Is it the player that embodies what USL League One is? Like, because those are probably 3 different answers.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the best player in the league, See, yeah, that's hard. Even best player in the league. Like, what are you looking for with best player in the league? Because it could be a goalkeeper, it could be a striker, it could be an assist.
Midfielder.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we got to pull this question out and ask, like, who would you put as the face of the league?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we do. So look out on the socials for that, people. We'll put that out tomorrow if I remember. If I don't,
I'll remember.
We will remind you.
I'll tweet it if Yogi doesn't remember.
Probably not. Also, tomorrow, enjoy FIFA. It's dropping. It should have already dropped now. But enjoy it. Play career mode. Fuck foot Ultimate Team. Also, remember, if you got greasy Twitter fingers, keep them to yourself. Don't be too reckless. Any last thing, guys, before we wrap up?
Yankees are up 5-2 and first in the wild card. That's all I got.
I was going to say the Brewers pitcher punched the wall celebrating and is out for the season. So fucking that happened.
I saw that. I was like, how the fuck? Bro, what you doing?
I was like, of course, that would happen.
What the hell?
Last words for me. Let's see. Lisa resigned. Sell the team, Steve. Get your damn vax.
Fuck. Last words. Do better. That's all I got.
As always, y'all, you can hit us up on Twitter at Walking90. Like the show, share the show, leave a review, share with a friend. We'll holler at you guys later. Be easy and be safe.